Sedona Prince not being drafted in the 2025 WNBA Draft wasn't just about basketball. It was about baggage, risk, and optics in a league where culture and values carry serious weight. On paper, Prince had a legitimate case to hear her name called. A 6'7" center with 7 years of college experience and a national profile stemming from her activism during the 2021 NCAA tournament, she was seen as a likely second or third round pick. But when draft night came, 38 names were read, and hers wasn't one of them. So what happened? It came down to this: risk versus upside. 1. The allegations cast a long shadow. Prince faces allegations of sexual and physical abuse from multiple former partners. She hasn't been charged with any crimes, and she has denied the claims, but the public response has been loud, visible, and growing. A Change.org petition to remove her from the TCU team gathered over 200,000 signatures. That's the kind of noise WNBA front offices can't just ignore, especially with a fan base that often holds higher moral expectations than their male league counterparts. Unlike the NFL or NBA, where athletes accused of serious misconduct still regularly get drafted or signed, the WNBA is more rooted in activism and accountability. Many fans view it as a progressive alternative to the more traditional sports powerhouses. That means teams not only evaluate talent, they weigh public perception heavily too. Header 2. Not enough on-court justification. Then there's the basketball part. Prince is undeniably tall and experienced, but there are questions about her impact on the court. She's 25, and while she had flashes of productivity in her final college season, her performances were inconsistent. Her size didn't always translate to dominance, like in the Elite Eight game where she fouled out with just 4 points, or when she was outplayed by a 6'3" forward, Maddie Westbeld, who did get drafted. If she were a greener level talent or even a late first round caliber player, a team might have taken the PR hit to get her in the building. But as a bubble pick, likely fighting for a training camp invite, she didn't bring enough must have upside to offset the inevitable media firestorm. Roster crunch reality. The WNBA's tight rosters don't leave much room for gambles. Teams only carry 11 to 12 players, and historically, even late second round picks struggle to make the final cut. So, if you're a front office, are you using one of those coveted slots on a player whose presence could bring a PR crisis and locker room distractions, especially if she's unlikely to stick? That calculus didn't break in her favor. Hand charge 4. Timing. Timing might still play a role. Prince could still get a shot eventually. If a team wants to give her a look, it's more likely to happen quietly once the draft chatter and media coverage have moved on. Signing her as a training camp invite closer to the season's start, or midseason if there are injuries, would draw less attention than drafting her in prime time. And for bottom line, Prince wasn't drafted because she presented high risk and low certainty in a league where both the culture and the competition are evolving fast. The WNBA isn't immune to giving second chances, but those chances tend to go to players who've already proven they can contribute at a high level. Prince hasn't done that yet, and right now, the blowback just isn't worth the bet. If she wants another shot, she'll likely need to prove herself overseas or in a quiet training camp invite, and hope that time, performance, and a shift in the narrative eventually swing things back in her favor.